why does Congress need to get involved in a football team's operations? I don't think this is happening if it's the Jaguars. I don't think this is happening if this is the Broncos or the Colts. I think this is happening because it's D.C. and the Commanders are looking for public money for a new stadium. And they have always wanted to move back to the site of RFK, which is in D.C., and they'd have to deal with local D.C. politics and state D.C. politics. And I think that's a part of this, that these hearings are about looking at a franchise that is clearly run improperly, but also looking for federal money. Now, is this grandstanding by Congress? You can certainly make that argument, whatever. Either way, Roger Goodell is set to testify in this thing. But Dan Snyder is not. If you could believe this, Dan Snyder says, no, can't be there. Now, you might be like, well, Snyder doesn't want to put himself in harm's way. He doesn't want to bury himself by testifying to his own issues, his own problems, his own mistakes. However, that's not why he's not testifying. Dan Snyder is not testifying because he says he'll be out of the country and he can't move the date. That he's doing business out of the country and he can't move the meeting, which is just a joke, which is just the biggest spit-in-the-face joke of all time. Dan Snyder's worth billions of dollars. His organization, despite how awful he has run it, is worth billions of dollars. Whatever business he's got to do across seas can either be done the day before or the day after. We know this. In fact, Dan Snyder could probably do business in Europe and then fly back here to testify in the afternoon, or vice versa. We know Dan Snyder has enough pull in the business world that he lives in and has the resources to travel wherever, whenever he wants. And it just so happens on the one day, June 22nd, that they need him before Congress. I can't move it. Now, his team says, we asked for them to move the date. They have refused. They gave us only one date. But this is a joke. Dan Snyder is the one that has created this toxic muck with Washington. He is the owner of the franchise looking for federal handout. He's the guy. He's the reason the franchise sucks so badly on so many levels. And then when they ask him, because that's why they've got a congressional hearing, they need him to discuss it. Sorry, can't make it. Got to work around my schedule. It's a joke. It's a spit in the face to everybody involved. And I'll tell you, if Dan Snyder just declines to testify because he doesn't want to put himself in jeopardy, okay, behind lawyers to say, like, I'm not going to testify, that's one thing. To come up with a completely lame excuse like this is the worst part, because it's just, once again, him being a spineless, sniveling criminal. That's all this is. And from who he hires to how he treats people to how he's run his business, from toxic workplace to harassment of women to aggressive and abrasive behavior towards fellow employees to being completely out of touch with public sentiment, with having an un-PC culture, to say the very least, and being defiant in it, to cooking the books and hiding money and not doing the appropriate revenue share. Every single part of that organization is busted because of him. And now he says, oh, but I can't move my trip. It's a joke. He's a joke. And we can all only hope that this is once again one of the break points of the NFL and the other owners saying, get him out. Get him out. Take him out to pasture. We can't have this guy around our organization anymore. Can't have it.